So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a form to collect the updated details for the user. So I'll click into New Form from the Microsoft Forms portal. I'll give you a form and name, call it Update Contact Details, and then add in the fields that you want to collect. I'm going to go for job title, and I'm going to go for department. You can create these as multiple choice fields or just free text fields, it's up to you. You may want to just define a list of departments that the user can pick from, or a list of job titles the user can pick from. It's entirely up to you. Once you're happy with your form, go into Power Automate and into the My Flow section and click on New Flow and then Automated Cloud Flow. Again, give your flow a name. I'm going to go for Update Contact Details into Azure AD, and then pick the trigger. This will be Microsoft Forms. There should only be one option, which is when a new response is submitted. If it's not there for you, then just search for it, but it should be there at the top of the screen by default. So next you need to pick your form from the drop down. If this is the first time you're doing it, there'll probably only be one option. Ignore the fact I've got two because I just tested this earlier with a different form. So click into the form, and then you want to do a new step and find forms again and choose the Get Response Details action. Next, pick the same form again, and in the response ID box, choose the response ID content. There's only one option, just select that one. So that collects the details from the form, so when a new form's submitted, it will trigger the flow. And then the next action collects the details of the response of the form, so any of the answers that are entered into that. And that's the same process for any form that you want to use to trigger an automation. Next, click New Step, and you want to find the Azure AD action, and within that the Update User object, which is there. It'll ask you to sign in to create a new connection to Azure AD. This will obviously need to be an account that's got access to update the user records in your Azure AD tenancy, in my case a domain account. In our organization we do everything under a service account, so that's a separate account again, so you'll need to give permissions for the Azure AD bit. I'm going to just do this, but I'll obscure the window where it's being typed into. Okay, and once you've done that, you should be left with the resulting box where you can specify the user ID and the fields that you specified in the form. So click into user ID and specify responder's email, which is the person who's completing the form. And then finally, I'm going to put job title into the job title box, department into the department box. Obviously you can see here that there's other fields you can update, so you can have a user able to submit their own surname or a telephone number or an office location, but I'm just doing job title and department for now. And that's it. Click Save, and then you can test your form by just going in and clicking Preview and specifying the details there.